to zero with a trading bot. A safer way, still not extremely safe, of course. I've been through multiple bull and bear markets, and I've shown over 1,667 hours of tutorials of building trading bots here live on YouTube. So price go up, price go down. I'm building bots no matter what. I'm not here to call a direction of the market. My systems are built to extract profits from any market, up or down. But I have a ton of people asking, Moon, how do I short with a bot? Well, you actually short a similar way as longing. It's just the opposite. Now, if you're staring at this screen, it's going to be hard to do. This might be a bottom signal in itself with so many people asking, Moon, how do I short? How do I short? How do I build a bot for shorting safely? It's never going to be safe if you're going to use too much leverage. I'll tell you that much right now. If you're using too much leverage, you're ghost, whether it's with a bot or whether it's by hand. Please be careful out there. I don't want to stare at these charts all day. I don't want to guess directions. You don't either. It's too emotional. If my systems say short, then I short. Today, I'm going to show you a safer way to do this. And you might be surprised because this bot that I'm building today actually longs as well. You see, I have my AI agents here working while I'm working because if I'm working, they're working. Of course, this is not financial advice and it never has been and never will. Never will be. I will keep trucking along every single day, building the systems that I want to build. And I'll show you everything. But this is on you. It's not financial advice. You have to build what you think is going to work for you. Hopefully this sparks an idea, but I'm going to show you all the code here today. So if you stick around for this short video, I'm going to show you step by step how to build a trading bot. And I'm going to put it on GitHub, dude. Right here. Moondev, not that one. Right here, dude. Short crypto to zero trading bot. You can Google that. There's nothing in there yet, but I'm going to put it all in there. Now, we're going to build some tools. I have this tweet up here of this guy who's a pretty solid trader I've been following for a while. If you still hold any crypto, I'd be running as fast as I effing could to sell it. A video on why the Bitcoin relief rally is over and how this is your opportunity to sell before your alts go to zero. From someone who publicly sold the top of this cycle. Okay. I watched him sell the top of the cycle. Fire, fire, fire. Again, I don't know what you're thinking here. I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm just building. I'm building for both directions always, 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 always. Here's another little thing that popped up on my radar a couple of weeks ago. The ETH Foundation has 100,000 Ethereum.
Right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know.
At this point right here, they have 100,000 Ethereum that they have leveraged traded. They're using Maker to take out leverage, to take out a loan, to buy more ETH, and they have a liquidation point of 1,127. Okay, this is one of the tools that I'm going to be building today, and I'm going to show you all the code because this is extremely important. I need to be able to see where other people are getting liquidated at. Okay, if I'm trading short, well, why would I trade short when within 2% move, there's an $81,000 Ethereum liquidation for going upwards as short? They're going to liquidate this guy. Are they going to liquidate this guy as well? 1.5 million? Well, let's look at the balance between 2%, a 2% move down here, or a 2% move up here would liquidate $81,000 worth of positions on Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid is one of the bigger exchanges here. So why wouldn't this guy get liquidated? That would mean the price has to move up. So that's why I said you might be surprised when this bot does take long positions. So what I'm going to show you today is, yes, how to short to zero. But again, I'm not making the moves, dude. I'm not sitting here clicking the buttons. No way. I don't believe in that. I don't believe anybody can have the wherewithal to actually be profitable as a hand trader over 10 years. Sure, you can have a couple of months. I mean, I would be able to be profitable for a few months, but then it would just be one day. I'd get on tilt, whether it was not enough sleep, not enough good food, or whatever it might be, or somebody, I talked to a friend, I got super excited. Come on, dude. There's so many reasons that you can get put on tilt. So within 2% of an up move, there'd be 81,000. So why wouldn't they go liquidate them? You know, exchanges are here to liquidate you. That's how they make money. Well, let's see what the longs are looking like. Well, maybe because within a 2% move down, there's 7 million in liquidations at risk. So 7 million versus 81,000. Okay, that's crazy. That tells me something. That's some information that most people trading by hand do not have. Okay, within a 2% threshold here, 0 to 2% here, you have $7 million in long liquidations at risk. At 2% move down, obviously, longs get licked when it goes down. Shorts, there's $0 at risk. Did he close his position? Did he close his position, or is there a little bugger in here that we need to fix? I don't know. You can see 4% up here. This is showing it nicely. These are just different signals I'm getting into the market. Let's go ahead and code this out and look into that as well. So while I code this out, while coding this out, look into the 2% thing. Okay, let's just go code it out. I'm gonna put all this code on GitHub. Let's get it. Let's get it hit. Let's get it. So I have different things I'm looking at. I'm looking at the actual liquidation points. Where are people going to get liquidated? Okay, let's go through this really quickly. This guy with a 0.9% move down, he has a $124,000 BTC trade here that can get liquidated. This guy with a $175,000 trade with a move of 1.38%, he gets licked 178%. This is downwards. Big dog here, 1.48%. If the price gets to 1825 on Ethereum, he gets licked $3.8 million. 1825, dude. 1825. That's right around the corner if you ask me. That's right here. He's getting licked probably today while we're watching this. That's 3 milli, dude. That's a big jackpot for the exchange, dude. Not huge, but it's big. 3.5 M lick. Lick up. I'm going to call it lick up. Right there on that red. So do you think he's going to get liquidated today? I think so. Do you think this guy's going to get liquidated today? Maybe. But are they going to play some games and liquidate these guys first? Maybe. I mean, it's not that big of a reward, but if you move it 4% upwards, and this is the type of data that most people aren't looking at. This is why I build trading bots, because over time you come up with new ideas and you have new data sources. And this is one of the data sources I've been stalking for a year now. You've seen it on my screen. You see the liquidations coming in right now. Let me go ahead and code everything here in this short video so you can see everything as well. Why wouldn't I give you everything? I believe code is a great equalizer. Okay, I'm going to push all of this code to the GitHub. It's all going to be right here. Just Google short crypto to zero trading bot. Short crypto to zero trading bot. Okay, to build here. I'm not even going to write it to do. I know what to do, dude. We got to see everybody's positions first. See all positions.py. Okay, before we even build the bot, we got to see all the positions. Why, dude? Because we have to get an edge. An edge is something that you have that others don't have. Okay, my system to actually automate your trading, not like the other guys that say, hey, buy my bot for $200 and I'll make you $20,000 a month or whatever. Dude, it's all a scam. Walk away, run away, fly away if you can fly. You have to bring your own edge. I can bring you the ideas. I can bring you the infrastructure. I can bring you my ideas. They're not all good, but they're not all bad. The process of actually automating your trading, as this is your trading, starts with research of trading strategies. After you find a list of strategies or alpha generation techniques, you backtest those strategies to see if they actually worked in the past. If they work in the past, they're not guaranteed to work in the future, but they're much more likely than something that doesn't work in the past. Now, most traders are just trading systems that don't actually even work in the past. Of course, they're not going to make any money. So it's the RBI system: research strategies and then backtest those strategies to see if they actually work. And if they do, implement them into bots. Okay, so we're kind of in the research phase here. I've back tested liquidations quite a bit. You can go to my past videos and see those crazy results. They're a little tricky though, because they're assuming a fill at the liquidation price, and only Hyperliquid or Binance is going to get that price. But I think there's something around it. So I have queued myself off to a way to go, a methodology that I've been able to gain enough confidence in to test with small size. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going running and building a bot right away. No way. I research backtest and then I implement to a bot when I know at least it's profitable in the past. So we're doing a little bit of implementation today, but at the same time, we're doing a little bit of research. It depends where you're at. Have you seen this data? Have you been looking at this data? I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you've done. I know that you're a star and you can do anything, because if Jim did it, we can do it. If Jim Simons did it, we can do it. What's the difference between me and you, or you and him? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's any difference. You can see there's 8 million longs at risk here and 163,000 of shorts. And you can see here, that's right here. It shows the distance is 2.36%. So it's only encapsulating this one. This little blue thing should be up a level. It's just a minor little UI fix. These need to be up a little because this is getting the aggregate. But these are the actual numbers that are important. So that's good for our bot. Let's go ahead and build this out. Step 1. I'll put all the code on the GitHub. If you have questions, let me know in the chat. 777 to you, fam. That's passing good vibes and love. If you lead with love, if you give more than you take in this world, you'll get anything. You'll get anything that you want. But remember, you get what you think about. So I hope you're thinking good thoughts. I love you, 777. Let's lock in. And I'm going to show you absolutely everything, step by step. Every single line of code, right here, right now. If you're locked, I'm locked. Okay, you locked? Let's get it. Cursor, see all positions. Okay, let's just go ahead and start coding, dude. This is going to show all positions. And you can see that, right? Okay. This allows us to see all positions on Hyperliquid that are close to liquidation. This information will allow us to enter shorts when other shorts are getting liquidated, but our directional bias is bearish. Okay, this is where you come into play. I have a little algorithm that I built, but I'm just testing it, dude. I'm always just testing. I'm just testing with small size. I have a bias that gets built in here, so it can change throughout the day, throughout the hour. But I'll show you, and then you can build your own.
I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end, dude. All right, let's start coding. Import OS, import JSON. Yo, lock in, dude. I'm about to show you every single line of code. Every single line of code, dude. Import every single line of code here. Import JSON, import time, import pandas as PD. So you're going to have to go ahead and pip install all of these. If you don't know how to pip install, ask Madden, dude. Ask AI. Ask AI. Sorry. I like Rumble. All right. Import NumPy as NP from date, time, import date, time. I have my agents down here. There's my backtester agent, again, to the RBI system. I always want to be backtesting, so I have an AI agent doing that for me. I have them researching here. I'm watching all liquidations here. This is all the order flow. Okay. And if you want to know more, because I know I'm flying through this and I'm already in the code, go to moondev.com. It's a free roadmap and resources. It has every question that you have in your mind. answered here in the frequently asked questions. The Discord's here. The roadmap of becoming an algo trader is here. It's free on moondev.com. Okay, you got it, dude. Import date time. Import Colorama. From Colorama. This is actually right. For back and style. Good, good, good. I don't want you to do that though. Okay. Now we're going to say import nice funks as n. And then we're going to build out a nice funks file today. So as we use it, we're going to build it out. Arg parse. Import sys. Import trace back. Import random. From term color. Import colored. Import schedule. Okay, now we got to add the path. So we say sys.path dot insert os.path dot abs path. I mean, this is close. This is close. os.path.generate, os.directory name, file, comma, dot, slash, dot. Okay, Gucci. And then we're going to initialize Colorama. So we're going to say colorama.init. And we're going to say auto reset equals true. Okay, sick. Then we're going to configure some Panda stuff because we want to make it nice and nice. pd.set option and say display.float format, comma, okay. And then we're going to say double things here. Then 2f dot format. Okay, so this makes it so there's no $sign. Hey there, I messed something up though. This should be display first off. Display. Okay. Dot format. I put one too many of these bad boys in there. So there we go. That's looking good now. All right, let's keep it pushing, dude. Let's keep it pushing. So I'm going to hit up a configuration file here. This is my config. Data directory is going to be a path that I make. What's up, shorty? So let's go ahead and make that data directory here. Let's just say data. Copy path. Okay, we made the data directory. New update available. Close. Data directory. Min position value equals 25,000. That's what I have. Okay, top end positions. Top end positions is how many positions we want to get per run. I want to see all of the data, dude. Okay, this is the first thing I'm doing. The reason I'm getting all of this liquidation because then it can give my bot a bias without me having to look at, hey, which way is the price going to go? Hey, if it is going to go down, if it thinks this is going to go down, then it trades it that way. But if it thinks it's going to go up, then it trades it up. So this is just a safer way. A safer way, in my opinion. And if you have a human bias of which way it's going to go, then you can say, hey, longs take lesser size than shorts. Make a bigger size for shorts than longs if you want to play that game. I don't know. I think this is a super interesting way to look at the market because all of the exchanges are making money off liquidations. So these are the tokens to analyze. Tokens to analyze. Okay. And then we're just going to go ahead here and say BTC for shizzle. ETH, yes. XRP, I'm just looking for the top volume. I don't have any. Whatever. I don't care about these tokens. I'm just a trader, dude. Highlight threshold equals 2 million. So this is, if you saw earlier, 1, 2, 3, if you saw this earlier, you see how it's highlighted? Like these are the big boys. So if it's over 2 million, I want to see, okay, their position is at risk. If it makes a, let's see here, the longs are more at risk, it looks like, but like if it makes a 1.19% move downward, 3.9 million smoked. And we'll see it right here. Matter of fact, we'll see it right here too. Okay, sick. Okay, so let's keep going. We have the highlight threshold here, and then we're gonna go ahead and say, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna ensure data directory. That's one chill thing. Def ensure data directory. Okay. Ensure the data directory exists. Okay, sick. Try. os.makedir exists. Okay, equals true. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's it. And then we're gonna check a return to true. Oh snap! My shift is down. My shift doesn't work anymore. Return true, dude. And this will return false. Return false. Okay. All right, so that's the first step here. Now we're going to display the top individual positions here. So let's go do that. I'll keep that code on the screen so you can see it. And let's say def display never happened to you, dude? Let's keep this open here so we can see it working, because this is what we're working on. So I think that would be nice to have. Don't you, dude? I do. Like to see the finished product while we're working on it. Yeah. Okay, so this will run every so often. Perfect. Not quite perfect, but there we go. That's better. Okay, let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Display top individual positions. Yes, kind of. And then n equals top n positions. Perfect. And then this displays top positions, long and short. Okay, let's go ahead and say if df is none or df dot empty, then we're gonna say print f.
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Four dot red, and then we're gonna say no positions to display. Displace. Why do I keep saying displace? It's not like I write that in my normal life. I guess we're displacing coders. Okay, we're gonna say display df equals df dot copy. Okay. We're gonna say valid lick df equals display df display df, and then liquidation price is definitely over 0, and then we're gonna say copy, and we're gonna say if not valid lick empty. Yes, that's right. Then we're going to say valid lick df position type verified. Okay. And then we're going to say equals np dot where, yes. And then we're going to say valid lick df is long, okay, comma. Get this up out of here, dude. Get it out of here. I don't want that in there, dude. Get it out of there. Get lick df, okay. I mean, this isn't quite right, so I'll put it, but I'm gonna say this needs to be bigger than this AI weak B. Okay, valid lick entry price, yeah. And then that's right, actually. Okay, so valid lick price or liquidation price is under valid lick entry price. Okay, sick. And then down here, I'm gonna delete that because you don't know where I'm going with this, dude. You can't keep up. Come on, you got this though. The AI can't keep up, but I know you can, dude. Come on. Let's go. Valid lick df and the opposite valid lick df position type verified. Yes, that's right. And then we're going to say if length of inconsistent positions is over 0. Okay. Then we're going to print inconsistent positions. No, we're not going to write that. We're not doing that one. We're going to say print f squigglies 4 dot yellow. Hello. No. Some positions have been reclassified based on their liquidation price. And then we're going to say valid here. Valid lick df is long corrected. And then it equals valid lick df of the liquidation price, and then under the entry price. That looks good. Nice, nice. I don't need your help, AI. Valid lick df is long equals valid lick df is long corrected. Okay. And then we're going to say display df dot loc of the valid lick df dot index is long equals valid lick df is long. Is long. And then we're going to bounce up out of here. Bounce up out of here and say this. We're actually going to bounce double time out of here. That feel good to you? Sort by position values. The longs equal the display df. Let's see if that's right. Display df. Display is long. Dot sort values. Position value ascending is false. Yes. Shorts is display df. And then backwards display is long. Dot sort values. Position ascending is false. Okay. And then we're going to print out 4 green. Top individual positions. Okay. Top. I was going to change this a little bit. Let's go ahead and say. Let's just change this. Let's go ahead. You don't know what I'm doing, dude. You don't know what I'm doing, AI. Style. And then we're going to say for green. Okay. Dot. Green. Times 80. Okay, dude. So this is a lot so far. And you can see all the code again, just in case you missed it. We haven't got our nice funks up yet. We're building this out so we can safely short, dude. Safely short, safely short. Okay, so let's keep it building, bro. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it building then. Okay, so let's keep coding. Let's keep coding. Let's lock in. Lock in all the way. Okay, so what else do we need? We need this part. Yeah. Let's get it. If length of longs is over 0, okay, then for I, we're gonna comma row, okay, and enumerate longs dot head of n dot iter rows, then 1. Then we're gonna say lick price equals row of liquidation price, yes. If row liquidation price is over, okay, else NA. And then we're gonna say lick display equals F $, lick price 2, okay, if lick price NA, else NA. Okay, sick. Now we're gonna go ahead and say print F 4.green. And I gotta make this in the little things, the squiggly igglies. That looks good. 4. Put a little I up in there. This is a hash. Space. We're gonna put 4 back in here, and then we're gonna say yellow. For row of coin, and this needs to be apostrophe coin. Then 4 dot green for the $, row position value here goes to F, and entry price perfect, lick nice, nah, I think I'm gonna rewrite this actually, not the whole thing, but 2F here. I'm gonna make this a quote, then a plus, then I'm gonna move to the next line. I'm gonna say F 4 dot
This
blue
what God feel like. Yeah.
entry $, row entry price dot comma 2F, and then we're gonna close it off, yes. Then we're gonna say quote plus. Okay, liquidation price, lick here, P&L. We need P&L. Let's say just do the same for, because this is some gross coding. Do same for PNL, leverage, lick, and address. Thank you, dude. That was way better. So I'm using cursor here because I was like, God, I don't like that. I don't like that typing. Not too much. But let's keep it pushing now. That was fast. That was a big save of time. Big save timer. Time saver of Moon here. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and say \n and say forward.red. That's it. And then that's it as well. If length of shorts is over 0, then for I in enumerate shorts.head at the n.iterodes. Yes, okay. Then lick price would be row of liquidation price if row of liquidation price is over 0, else NA. Lick display, same thing, dude. NA, okay. Yes, oh my God. This is where it comes into play heavy. So I hope you're getting all this code here, dude. It's all going to be on GitHub as well, don't worry. But I know GitHub's a scary, scary place. It's a scary, scary place, dude. Not everybody wants to get up on GitHub. I didn't go on GitHub for a long, long time. I was scared of GitHub. It's okay, dude. It's okay to be scared. Let's make this yellow. I don't need this so concerning. Oh, man. I should have changed these colors. Red, blue, magenta, magneta. Let's make this one here cyan. Let's make this one here red. And this one here cyan. Okay, let's do the same thing up here. Magenta. Cyan. Red. And cyan. Okay, sick. Now, let's go down to not the main function. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. Think we're going to the main function already? Yeah, right. Yeah, right, dude. Create liquidation threshold table. Holy smokes, bro. This is good, dude. This is good. We're gonna get to this. This is the goal. That's the goal, dude. That's the goal. Let's get it then. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. Throw the 777 when you see me, dude. Much love to you. And I want to go ahead and keep pushing. So we successfully just built out the display individual positions. Else, let's say return here. Longs dot head and shorts dot head dot end. Okay. Next thing's next, dude. Def. All right, we're making a new function here. Display risk metrics df. Okay. And this display metrics for positions closest to liquidation. Okay, sick. If df is none or df dot empty, return none. Okay. And then here we're going to say risk df equals df dot copy. Okay. And then we're going to say risk df equals risk df and risk. Come on, Rick. Show me the df. Liquidation price over 0. Okay. And then we're going to say if risk df dot empty, then return none. I don't need to know. Well, actually, yeah, I want to print. Okay, and then next step here is after we return none, 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 we want to go ahead and say risk df. Get this out of here, bro. You don't know me. You don't know me too well. Risk df is risk df of the coin. Excuse me. Yes, coin dot is in, and then we're gonna say tokens to analyze. Yes. Okay. Thank you for that fix there. Sweet. Tokens to analyze, and then we're going to say unique coins equals risk df of coin and unique. Yes. And then we're going to say current prices equals coin and dot get current price. Get current price of the coin for coin in unique coins. All right, dude. We got n dot, n dot, n dot, n dot, n dot, n dot. What does n dot mean, dude? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. It means that we gotta go to the nice funcs file. We gotta finally build the nice funcs file, dude. Okay, so let's do that. Nah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just put it right in here. No nice funcs needed. Get current price. Let's say current price here. Get current price. And then let's just put it right in here. Well, no. Let's start nice from the start. Yeah, that's better. Nice funcs.py. Nice funcs is where I put nice functions. Okay. That's it. That's all it is, really. It's where I put nice functions that I use a lot. So let's go over and get current price. I think that's the name. See all positions. That's what we're building here. In order to safely buy or sell any token, I need to see everybody else's positions. Right? Right, dude? That is a good way to look at this. If I can't see everybody else's positions and when they get liquidated, why would I trade? Why would you trade by hand? You can't see that shit. You can't see that, B. Let's go. I'm going to show you everything. I believe code is great equalizer. I believe this is much, much bigger than quant. I believe that algo trading is fun. Algo trading, building every day to make my systems better and better and better and better is a game that I can play for the rest of my life. But along the way, I truly hope to God that I'm able to help some people learn how to code. Because if you learn how to code, you get to ride the biggest wave we have seen thus far, which is AI. Just saying, dude. Nobody else is getting any value out of AI except for us. Get current price. Let's go ahead and make get current price. Fetch the current price for a given symbol. Okay. So I'm going to say ask bid and underscore, because this underscore just denotes nothing. I don't want any of it. Ask bid. Okay. I'm big. I'm a big ass. I'm big. That's why I always say big instead of bid. You know, because it just is what it is. You type what you are. All right, so this is how we get ask bid, or we get the current price. But look, we need another function, so let's go build it. So how do we get the ask bid? Well, I'm using Hyperliquid, so we can just call their thingamanig symbol here. Okay.
It's been real. Don't get involved if you ain't gonna die for it. Take this. I bought some hollow tips for your homeboy.
HTTPS api.hyperliquid.xyz/info. Okay. Then the headers equals this and content type. Okay. And then we're going to say application JSON. That looks good to me. And then we're going to say data equals type first. Type equals L2 book. Yes, comma. Okay. Coin equals a symbol. Yes. Okay, perfect. What is this? What is this? Okay, what else do we need? Well, we're in the nice funcs now. Response equals request dot post URL headers dot headers equals headers data equals JSON dot dumps of data. Oh, we don't have requests. Okay, we got to import requests, import JSON. Yes. Okay, we're making moves here, dude. L2 data. This is very important, dude. L2 data. Oh my God, we get L2 data for free here in crypto. Why you trade crypto, dude? Because it's more free. It's more fun. We don't have to mess with Wall Street. I mean, I know they're getting up in here as well. Or they're already here. I get it. I get it. I get it. But you know what I'm talking about. It's just more free. It's more fun. It's more, you get to do what you want to do, dude. The APIs are here. They let you use them really easily. And I'm going to go hit the levels now. Okay, I'm in the levels now. And now we're going to go ahead and get the bid and the ask. So we'll say bid equals the float of the L2 data 0, 0, but not quite. We got to get the PXs up in there. PX, okay. And then we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to get the ask. And this is actually backwards. It needs to be 0. So the ask is the ask and the bid is the bid. Okay. Then we're just going to return these cutesy things here. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ask bid. Ask bid. Def ask bid. Symbol is not defined. I need to define a symbol. So I'll just put a symbol for now and it will just be BTC. All right, sick, dude. So we got those two functions, and now let's get back to our see all positions, because we can see all positions. We can get the price now, and if we can see everybody's positions, then we can calculate how far they are from the liquidation price. And if we can figure out how far they are from the liquidation price, we can see where there's more risk, more value at risk. I don't know if that's real, bro. I just be saying words that these smart people be saying, and I just keep moving, dude. I don't need to know everything. Shoot, I barely know anything. I'm just here vibing out. I know what I know, and I don't what I don't. I just vibe out, dude, and I just build. So we want to see how far people are from liquidation, so we had to do this, dude. We had to get the price distance to lick PCT. So we're using percentage here. And then we're going to say MP dot where here. And then we're going to say risk DF is long, yes. That's not right, dude, but we're going to say AVS. Shout out. Risk DF. Current price minus risk DF of liquidation price. Hey, you had it right, dude. You had it right. Good job. I mean, not quite right, but close enough. I could just throw a hundo in here. One hundo, because we want the percentage, yes. Then this one should say liquidation price. Okay, perfect. Minus risk of current price, yes. And then divided by current risk of current price, yes. Okay. We're looking good now, fam. We're looking good. Down here is new information you don't know yet. Neither do you. None of you know. Nobody knows except me, dude. Come on. DF is long corrected equals risk DF liquidation price, where risk DF is entry price. Yep. And then we're going to say risk DF is long. Risk DF is long corrected. Yeah, that's actually right, cuz. That's actually right. Good job. Yes, yes, yes. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Come on. Come on, dude. Time. We got 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 time. Risk DF equals risk DF dot sort values. Okay. Values. Okay. And I'm going to say distance to lick PCT. Okay. And then I'm going to split these. Split into longs and shorts. Yes, thank you. Split into longs and shorts. Okay, we're going to say risky longs because I want to see where people are at risk. Is there more risk? What side? What side has more risk? Is this right? I don't know. Like, is this a right way of thinking? I don't know, but that's not for me to know right now. It's for me to find out. And that's what life is. You got questions? I don't even have all of them. I don't have all the questions. I don't have all the answers. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Kobe said that. Kobe said that. I didn't say it. Kobe said it. Then Martin Luther King said, if you can't fly, then run. But if you can't run, then walk. And dude, if you lose a foot and you can't walk, then crawl. It's okay. We don't have all the questions. We don't have all the answers. We have none of it. We just go. We push, push, push. You got an idea? Let's get it. You got an idea? Let's get it, dude. Please, please, please. Step on the gas. Display positions closest to liquidation. Display licks closest to liquidation. Okay. Let's say print F for green. Style bright. The style is bright. Top end risky positions. Okay. Closest to liquidations. That's it. Okay, now let's delete this stuff and let's keep it pushing, dude. So if length of risky longs is over 0, then we're going to say running total value equal, oh gosh, equals 0. Okay. And then we're going to say highest in the room equals 0. 9777. Last PCT threshold equals 0 for I underscore row and enumerate risky business here. Risky longs that I had. The top end positions, the dot iter rows. Okay, comma 1, yes. I'm gonna say highlight. Highlight equals row of position value. Yes, that's actually right, dude. Thank you. Running total. Yes. Plus position value. Thank you. The highest distance is max of the highest distance. The row to the distance liquidation. Yes. Okay, but what's all this? I don't know. So let's go ahead and change it, bro. Display text equals F for green. Distance to liquidation price, current price, entry price. Display the coin position value, entry price, liquidation price, current price.
This what God feel like. Yeah.
With green, blue, red, magenta, and cyan. Let's see if she could do it better, dude. I'm just not a big formatter, you know? There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Print the same as above. Come on, B. Display text. I'm just going to cheat on this one because I'm not about to write all these cutesy things here. So let's just paste this in. There we go. And then we're going to keep it pushing. Here, you can see it. I want to make sure you see it all. Yeah. So you can beat it all. If you can see it all, you can beat it all. That's all of it, dude. So great, great, great. Now we're going to say if I divided by 10 equals 0, then we're going to say ag display equals f aggregate longs print colored ag display black on cyan. And then we're going to say print f green. Oh. Now we're going to add aggregate summary of every 2%. And I think this is super important. Add aggregate summary every 2% distance. So we'll say current PCT threshold equals int of row distance to lick PCT 2 multiplied by 2. Okay. And we say if current PCT threshold is bigger than last PCT threshold, PCT ag display equals f liquidation threshold 0 current position threshold total long value here okay 6. So you can see that, boom. And then we're going to say print colored ag display black on cyan. Nice. Wait, that's not right. Black on blue. We them boys on blue. Boys in blue. We them boys in blue. White. Last percentage equals, okay, perfect. Life is perfect. Matter of fact, life is perfect. So if current, okay. If length, if I this is actually should be lined up with this. Oh boy. This all should be lined up actually. This should be lined up with that. And this should be deleted and moved over. So this current PCT threshold distance should be aligned with this if, and this if should be aligned with that if. And then if current PCT threshold is over last PCT threshold, current or PCT ag, okay, this looks good now. And then we're gonna move 2 over here. So 1, 2, and then say else. Print. That's it. No long positions close. Sweet, dude. Now we're gonna go ahead and say similar things. Display positions closest to liquidation. Shorts. Print F. All right, that looks good. And then if risky is over 0, running total 0, last PCT change 0 as well. Don't forget that. This should be fast because we just wrote the same thing but opposite. So iter rows 1, nice. Highlight equals position value over highlight threshold. Running, okay, perfect. Highest distance, liquidation distance, okay. Display text here. Looks good to me. Okay. Let's say if highlight now. Yes. You can hear me or something? Yes, you can. You are good. Current price, distance to lick, leverage. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Display text. Okay. Print cyan. Yes, dude. Yes. And then if divided by 10, aggregated 1 through 1 through I. Do I have that with the other one as well? No, I forgot it over there. I put it up there as well. Perfect. And then we'll say current price. This is perfect as well. And then say if current price is bigger than the last threshold, then PCT aggregate threshold 0 through current percent change. Total short value here. Perfect. And then else, we're going to print here. No short positions to close to liquidation. Too close. No long positions close to liquidation. And then we're going to return some stuffs. Return risky, long star head, top end position. And then we'll also return the current. Current prices. And then we're going to go here to def liquidation risk to CSV because we want to save all this data to a CSV, of course. So def save liquidation risk to CSV. Risky longs DF. Risky shorts DF. Okay. And this just saves risk to a directory here. So we'll say if risky.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No, this is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'd say if risky longs here, if risky longs DF is not none and not risky longs df dot empty, Then we're going to say risky longs df equals risky longs df dot copy. And then we're going to say risky longs df direction equals long. Then we're going to save to CSV and then say longs file equals os.path.join slash data die. And then it's going to be called liquidation closest long positions dot CSV. And we're going to say risky longs df dot to CSV. This is going to be longs file. Say index equals false and float format equals, that's right. And then we're going to say down here, we're going to say save risky short positions. So just like the other one, it should figure this out quick. If risky, that's it. Good job, shorty. Good job. That's what we like to see. That's how we like to use this AI, dude. My guy, my guy, my guy. If risky longs df is not none, longs df is not none, and not risky longs df dot empty or risky. It's actually cool with me. That is cool with me. Then we're gonna say something different than you want to say. We're gonna say combine df. Combine df equals pd dot concat. Okay, concat doc. Risky longs df is risky shorts df. If risky longs df is not none, and risky shorts df is not none else, risky longs df, if risky longs df is not none else, risky shorts df. A big one, a thicky thick. That's a thick line, dude. Combined df equals combined. How do you spell combined? Oh, df dot sort values. Distance to lick PCT. Okay. And then we're going to save to CSV and say combined file equals os.path.join and say data dar. And then we're going to say liquidation closest positions. It's actually right, cousin. And then we're going to say combine df. Yes. Index is false. Thank you. And we can just print that whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, I got it. I got what you need. I got what you need, dude. Long count equals 0. Equals 0 if risky longs df is not none else, risky longs df. Then short count 0. Okay, that's right. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the top whale positions. We're watching all of these positions here, and let's see what's happening. So there looks to be about in 2% liquidation, 1.3 million for the ETH for shorts. So if the price goes up 1.3 million. If price goes down, 8 million. It should be right here too. Not quite updated, but let's go ahead and keep it pushing, dude. So I want to show you the next part of this is saving the top whale positions. We got to have all the whale positions. Okay, so def save top whale positions to CSV, longs df, shorts df. Okay, and then this saves. Yeah. If longs df is none and shorts df is none, then we keep it pushing B. Now we're gonna say timestamp equals date time dot now. That looks good to me. And then we're gonna say if longs df is not none and not longs df dot longs df dot empty. Then we're gonna say longs df equals longs df dot copy. Okay, and then direction is long. Perfect. Then longs file is os dot path of data directory top whale positions top whale long positions dot csv. Close it off, dude. Then we're saying longs to df. Yes, okay. And then we're going to say something similar for shorts. Okay, you should know this now. Yes, cool. Good job. Good job. You're doing great, dude. You're doing great. Keep pushing, dude. Keep pushing. If longs df is not none and not longs df dot empty, or shorts df is not none and not shorts df dot empty, then we're going to say combined df equals pd dot concat. Is that right, dude? If that's right, that's mind blowing. Longs df is not none and shorts df is not none else longs df if longs df is not none else shorts df. That's right, dude. Good job. Good job, Bob. You're doing great. Ascending false. Okay. Combined file path. This is looking solid. I'm going to change the name a little bit. Not a lot of it, though. I just don't want the timestamp in there. I don't like the timestamp in there. Okay. Maybe I should keep the timestamp in there. Stamp it, dude. Print F. Come on, 4. All right, sick. Now we're going to process the positions. So another function, another funky func. Not a nice func, though. Not a nice func, just a chill func. Def process positions df coin filter equals none. Okay. And then say process filtering positions below min value and optionally by coin. Okay, so we're saying if df is none or empty, move it on. And then we're going to say filter df here. Filtered df equals df of position value, minimum position value dot copy. Okay. And then we're going to say numeric calls equals.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
By all means, dude. Liquidation price and leverage. Those are the other ones, yes. Actually didn't grab the current price for this one. That's okay though. And then we're gonna say for call in numeric columns, if call in filtered df dot columns, and then it's filtered df call dot, and then this is not correct, so let's delete all that. PD dot to numeric, and then we'll filter call and then coerce, yes. And then we'll say here, filled up with that, if, or lined up with that is long in filtered df dot columns, and filtered df is long dot d type does not equal a bool. Then we're going to say filtered df of is long equals filtered df is long dot map, and we'll say true. Okay, and then we'll say true here, and then we'll say false. False. Okay, sick, dude. And then we're gonna say validate position types for positions with valid lick prices. Okay, so we'll say valid lick df equals filtered df and filtered df of the liquidation price over 0 is 1. Okay, copy. If not, valid lick df dot empty. Okay, if it's not that, okay, then we'll say valid lick df valid lick df of the position verified equals np dot where, yes, is long liquidations. Hallelujah, dude. Hallelujah. It's not quite right, but this is actually backwards. Liquidation price. Interesting. It was exactly backwards, but it's okay. And then we're going to count inconsistencies. Inconsistent positions. It's correct. If length of, okay, then we're going to say print. Yeah, let's print that. Is corrected valid liquidation price? Yes. Under valid entry price? Yes. Close that for now. Valid lick is long equals, okay, is corrected. Perfect. Filtered df dot loc is long, okay, and then we'll print. That's fine. Positions, and then we're gonna go here and we're gonna say if coin filter, then we're gonna say coin filter equals coin filter dot upper, not lower, dude. The exact opposite of what I wanted. It's okay. I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you. DF of the coin equals coin filter, yes. And then I'm just gonna do a little princey. Yep, okay. And then we're gonna pass out here. Whoa. Dude. You need to get up over there. Okay. And then print F. Return filter df. Okay, let's get up out of here. And let's move on to the next function because we got some more functions to do. Lock in, bro. Lock in. 777 to you, dude. That's passing love. Good vibes. All day. 777, bro. So let's keep it pushing. What's next? Well, I need to save the positions to DF. To CSV actually. Def save positions to CSV. We're going to pass in the DF here. We're going to pass in the current prices. Equals none for now. And then quiet equals false. If DF is none or empty, okay. And then we're going to get numeric columns. Numeric calls equals entry price. Position value. Unrealized P&L. Liquidation price. And leverage. Okay, perfect. So those are the columns here. And then we're going to say for call in numeric columns, yes. If call in df.columns, then df call coerce numeric. Yeah, that's actually right. But this isn't. Let's say sorry. We're gonna say one back positions file equals os.path.join all positions, we're gonna call it, not this. All positions. Okay, then we're gonna say df.to CSV positions file index equals false load format equals and then create and save aggregate view. Ag df equals df.group by coin and is long, yes. Position value sum unrealized. Position value equals sum. Unrealized P&L equals sum. Address equals count. Leverage equals mean. Liquidation price we're gonna do a little lambda here, so we're gonna get a little cutesy with it. Lambda x np dot nan if all pd dot isna x else np dot nan mean x. Okay, and then reset index. Perfect, dude. Perfecto, perfecto. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's say ag df of direction equals ag df is long dot apply lambda x long if x else short, and they'll say ag df equals ag df dot rename columns equal address.
Imagine you had everything you wanted, everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be, and capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
Leverage, average, leverage. Okay, average liquidation price. Okay, then we're gonna say ag. This is gonna be different than that. A little different, dude. AVG value per trader. Should be right. Okay. And then ag df equals ag df dot sort values of total value, and then ascending equals false. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna say ag file equals os dot path, and then we're gonna call this aggregated positions. Aggregated positions, just like that. And then we're gonna say ag df dot to csv of ag file of index equals false, and then float format equals that. Okay. And then we're gonna say print f backslash n for position saved. No, that's not it. For dot cyan equals, here, I'm just gonna start printing these ugly bunnies, dude. I'm just gonna copy paste these because these ones are hard for me to type. Display calls here, columns, coin, direction, total value, number of traders, average value per trader. And now we're gonna say with pd.option context. That's actually right. Yep. We're gonna say print f for curlies for dot white, and this will be the ag df of display calls. Okay. And then we're gonna say print f I'm gonna print all this stuff here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then we're gonna say here down, we say longs df, shorts df equal display top individual positions. df, okay. I'm gonna say save top whale positions to CSV, yep. And then we're gonna say risky longs df and risky shorts df fetched prices equals display risk metrics df. And then we're gonna say save liquidation. That's right, yes. And then we're gonna say if current prices is none, unique coins equals df coin is in tokens to analyze coin. Yeah. Current prices here. Prices equals coin and dot get current price. Remember, we built that earlier for coin and unique coins. Nice. Okay, sick. And then we're gonna say use current prices for liquidation impact analysis. And then here's just some QC code here. Just prints here, so I'm just gonna post them in. And then we're gonna say total long liquidations equals this. Okay. And then total short liquidations equals this. And then we're going to say all long liquidations equals 0. And all short liquidations equals 0. And then say for coin in tokens to analyze, if coin not in current prices, then we're going to say continue. And we're going to say coin positions equals df of coin equals coin.copy. Actually, a carbon copy of me. No way. You do you, I do me. We'll meet up at the end. Okay, let's do it. I'll see you in the moon, dude. I don't know. Will I? You tell me. I know where I'm going. Always and forever. With love. 777. Okay, if current prices, okay, that looks good to me. Current price is the coin. Okay. And then coin positions equals current price. Equals current price. Perfect. I can stand up for at least 2 hours. It's only been an hour and a half. Come on, price. 3 PCT down equals current price multiplied by 0.9997 and then price 3% up. Yes. Okay. Then we're gonna say calc. We're just gonna write it long liquidations equals coin positions is long. Yes. And then is equal to, and let's get all this out here. Coin positions, liquidation prices, yes. Wait, current price. It's under current price. Those are the long liquidations. The short liquidations should be the opposite. Sorry. Total long liquidation value equals long liquidations position value dot sum. And short liquidations is long, yes. 3% down, yes, that's right. Yes. Good job. We're killing it, AI. Good job. I'm using cursor. Then we gotta store these. So total long liquidations of the coin that we're looping through is total. Yes. Okay. That's it too. All longs. Yes. Perfect. Now, if not, quiet. Okay. Print. Just some QC prints. I'm just going to put that in here real easily like this instead of typing all of the prints out.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
All right, lots of prints coming in here. You just take a screenshot or whatever. I mean, I'll put it all on GitHub too. So I just put a bunch of prints in here to make this all look nice. I just don't want to print out all that or type out all that stuff. I type code. I type code. I don't type prints. Liquidation imbalance, because we want to see the imbalance here. You can see right now there's 8.8 million or 8.4 million in longs that are set to get liquidated within the 2% move, 254,000 of shorts, and there's an imbalance of 8 million. It's just the math between it. It's just math between two dudes. So let's say for coin, in total long liquidations dot keys. The keys, please. Give me the keys. Give me the keys. If coin in total long liquidations, then liquidation imbalance of coin equals the, not that actually, abs total long liquidations of coin minus short liquidation of coin. Okay. And now we're going to say sorted coins equals sorted liquidation imbalance keys, and then we're going to use lambda x of the liquidation balance x, and the reverse is true. Yes. Wow, you're getting good, dude. For coin and sorted coins, long lick equals total long liquidations of the coin, and then short lick equals that. Okay, and then that's not it though. If long lick is under 1 2 1 2 3 and short lick is over that, then we're gonna continue. Okay, if long lick is over short lick, okay, and then the rec equals f of the coin short. These are recommendations. These are just prints. We got some more prints coming through, dude. Prints coming through. I'm not typing out these prints, dude. Okay, sick. Now we got all these prints in there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we're going to say create liquidation thresholds table, because this is going to be very nice to see, and you can see it on my screen right now. You've been watching the table the whole time, and I love the table. So in order to get the table, we got to call that, because we're going to then make it long count equals length of longs df if longs df is not none, else 0. And short count, same thing, but opposite. And then we're going to go ahead and say this, return df and ag df. Okay, and now let's go say def create this. So let's just copy it here because we're some lazy dogs. And then we're going to say quiet equals false. And this is going to be called create and display a table of liquidation thresholds at different price move percentages. Let's put in some prints here. And then we're going to have thresholds here equals 2, 4, 6, 6, 8, 10. Beautiful. And then we're going to say table data equals threshold. And then we're going to say between, F dot 0 dash curly T percentage for T and thresholds, yes. And then long liquidations, short liquidations. Nice, dude. Net imbalance. Dollars equals, and these are actually all wrong. These are all wrong. They're all wrong. It's okay. AI just gets it wrong sometimes, and that's okay, dude. That's okay. It's okay because I got a keen eye Alaska on them. Okay, sick. So next thing to do here is for threshold in threshold, okay. Total long liquidations equals that. Short liquidations equals that. Perfect. For coin and token analyze, if the current price continue, okay. And then we're going to say coin positions equals DF of coin equals coin.copy. Yes. If coin positions dot empty continue, then we're going to say here, back it up a little bit, current price equals current price of coin. Price down equals current price. Threshold, yep, that's it. Price up, and that's it as well. Sweet. Long liquidations is coin is long. Yep. Liquidation price, price down. Current price, price up. Nice. I'm going to say long value is the sum. Yes, sir. And then we're going to say the same thing for shorts. Oopsies. Okay, so liquidation price bigger than, hey. Is that right? Yes, it is. Sure is. Sure is. Okay, and now we're going to say total liquidations, total long liquidations, and then total short liquidations. Okay. And then we're going to go down here and say something else. What are we going to say, though, is the question. I'll never tell you until I tell you. And then I'll tell you everything. It might be too much. So if it's too much, then just come on. Lock in. Total long liquidations plus total shorts. Okay. Imbalance equals, I should have done that, but I didn't. I should have made it absolute, but I didn't. You could do that though. Add data to the table. So total liquidations equals total long liquidations plus total short liquidations. Nice, dude. And then, whoa, I'm tripping. He's tripping again. Doing the same thing twice. What a great move. Love that. Love that for us. It's okay. We're going to keep it pushing here. And we got a little bit more code to do. So let's just keep coding. If abs imbalance is under 100,000 and direction equals neutral. If imbalance is okay over 0, this would be short. This would be long. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our table data going. Append of total long liquidations. Don't need the 2F though. Total long liquidations, right? Yep. Total short liquidations, yep. Total liquidations, net imbalance, yep. And then we gotta have the NFA too. Table, data, NFA.
2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, you know, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4, right? And so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. And by year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up.
They're never gonna catch up, dude. For call in long liquidations. And that imbalance, dude. We're gonna say table DF of call equals dot apply lambda, yes. Lambda, yes, of course. And then styled table equals f of slash n. Then we're gonna say, oh no, we don't print. We don't print. I'm copying and pasting the prints, dude. We don't print around here. I print. You print, I print, we print. I print, you print, we print. Okay. So let's say for I row and table data iter rows, yes. Direction equals a row of NFA. Direction color equals 4. Else for yellow. Okay, let's go ahead and say style table. Bunch of prints here. Just a bunch of prints, dude. So there you go. You see them all. And then we're going to say print style table, print style table. Okay. And then what else? Table file equals os.path.join data directory, data dir, and then liquidation thresholds table.csv. Then we're say table, yeah, that's it. All right, next thing's up, dude. Next thing's up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I got a little bit more for you. I'm trying to build this out for you right here because this is the first step, dude. This is having some eyes that others don't have. If you don't have the eyes that if you have the eyes that everybody else has, then you don't have the eyes. Def fetch positions from API. Okay. And then we're going to say fetch positions from MoonDev API and say try print f curlies 4.cyan MoonDev API fetching hyperliquid positions. So we're going to say this. We're going to say API equals MoonDev API. And then we're going to say positions df equals API dot get positions HLP. Okay. And then we're going to say if positions df is none or positions df dot empty print F print. Perfect. Perfect. Return none. Okay, return positions.df. Okay. And then let's just put an accept here. Nice, dude. Okay, so we need to get the API, so let's go do that real quick. I mean, you don't need this whole file, but I'm gonna put it all on GitHub anyways. So let's say, what's this called? API.py. I'm just gonna scroll through it real quick so you can see it. But you can just pause the vid, but it's all gonna be on GitHub. So this API here, you have to put your .env in there. Load .env here. Call this API URL. Fetch CSV. You'll need to see this. Okay, so you fetch the CSV here. And yeah, this is all the code that you need, but you can see here get liquidation data is the one that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use get liquidation data, so that's important code. I'm not using OI data, so we don't even need the copy bot, none of this, or recent transactions. We don't need those calls. Aggregate positions on HLP. I need this file here. You can also get the positions, get positions HLP. Whale addresses, don't need those. So you see everything here in this code, the API. I need to put my .env in here, and the .env looks like this. Here's the example. And we don't need all these. We don't need the Coinbase key. We just need those ones. So that's what the env example looks like. I'm gonna put my real env in here, but I can't show you that. I also need to put my get ignore in here. Okay, sick. This is what my get ignore looks like. This is not financial advice. This is what my get ignore looks like if you want to keep that. Again, it will all be on the GitHub. This is what the .env example that I can't show you looks like. The API I just showed you that. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, dude. Let's keep it pushing. So now that we got that, we want to go ahead and say def fetch aggregated positions. Aggregated positions from API. So we're going to say try print f fetching aggregated positions. That's right. And then get positions HLP, perfect. And then if ag positions df is none, or ag positions .df empty, then we're going to print that and just return aggregated positions. So exception here. Okay, we got to remember, so we need to import the API. I forgot to do that right here. So let's just put that right here. From API, import moondev API. Okay. So that's just pulling it in from that other file. This aggregated positions here looks a little off, right? It should be ag positions df. Like this. Okay, sick. Okay, there we go. So ag positions DF. Perfect. Okay, guess what, dude? Guess what? Now we get to build the bot part of this. That was fast, right? Say bot. Let's call it global min position value and top n pose.
Tan cagao, tengo un rifle nuevo que ni lo he tocado. Los fraternos son los peines que tengo tepeado.
Don't need that. Yeah, this is fire. I'm gonna add a bunch of arguments here, and I don't want to mess them up, so I'm just gonna copy paste them. You can see them all here. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna say min position value equals args dot min value, and then top n positions equals args dot top n. Okay, start time dot time, and then ensure data directory. Thank you. Then ag df equals fetch aggregated df. Yep. If ag df is not none, then we're gonna say ag file equals os.path.join and data dir, and then say aggregated positions from API.csv. Okay, and then ag df.to csv equals ag file, then index equals false, and float equals format of that. Okay, and then ag df is direction equals ag df is long dot apply, and lambda x long x short. Okay, perfect. And then if args dot coin, then coin equals args dot coin dot coin. Args equals coin. Args equals args dot coin dot upper, and then ag df equals ag df coin equals coin. If not args dot quiet, print f aggregated position summary. Nice, dude. With pd dot option context display dot float format. That's right. And then we're gonna say print a bunch of stuff. It's not it though. But you know, I don't do prints no more. I cut off the prints with all this for stuff. FORE. Not a fan. Not a fan, but I love what it looks like. Just don't like printing all of that. Typing all that. Writing all that. Oh, I forgot a line right here. Display columns. Should be coin direction, total value, number of traders, average, number of traders, and liquidation price. Liquidation price. Okay, perfect. And then if not args already, then we're gonna say positions. DF equals fetch positions from API. If positions DF is not none, then we'll say process DF equals process positions, and positions DF equals args dot coin. Okay. And then if not process DF dot empty, then we'll say longs DF shorts DF equals display top individual, and then pass in the process DF. Nice. Then we're going to say save whale positions. Yes. Risky, it should be current prices. Save liquidation risk. Risky, yes, dude. Yes, you're doing great. Positions DF underscore equals save positions to CSV, and then process DF current prices, and then we're gonna say here, we're gonna say quiet equal args dot quiet. Okay, and then we're gonna say here else print positions, no positions found. Okay, dude, guess what? Guess what, bro? Guess what? Guess what? Chicken butt. Ha, got your ass. Got your ass. Okay, so I'm funny. I'm funny. I got you with the chicken butt here in 2025. I really got you up in here 2 hours in to get you with a chicken butt, bro. Oh god. That's fun. I like having fun. Execution time equals time dot time minus start time, and then we're gonna print completed. Then guess what though, for real, if name equals main, baby, bot schedule dot every one dot minutes dot do dot bot, and then we're gonna say while true, try to run this bot schedule, and then we're gonna figure out all the bugs here, and we're gonna fix them, and then I'm gonna upload it to GitHub, dude, because this is the most important part of being able to short anything. You have to be able to see everybody's positions first, right? If you can see everybody's positions, then you can really think like, okay, but here you go. Here's some data for you that other data dogs don't have, but we got it because you're a data dog and you're in this deep now, and I appreciate you. Much love to you. I hope you get everything you ever want in this lifetime. I know you can have anything. Let's say time.sleep. Let's smash a couple bugs here and run it. So here's our first bug, and it's line 533. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Invalid syntax on line 533. So let's scroll on up there. It's 535. I'm dyslexic, my guy. 535. I just need to add that. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, auto rest on line 26. See all positions, line 26. It's auto reset. It should be. So let's go to line 26 here. Yeah, it's auto reset. Okay, let's keep it pushing. All right, dude, look at that. Okay, not quite, not quite. We got some information flowing though. P&L percentage. Key error here on what line is that? Well, let's go see. Line 744, line 727, line 93, line 93. Do we not have something called P&L percentage?
Yeah, it's been real. Don't get involved if you ain't gonna die for it. Take this. I bought some hollow tips for your homeboy.
Unrealized P&L, that should be. And then it should be leverage and address. Okay, I think I have that again down here. There we go. All right, see, we're just going to fix a few bugs and we're going to keep it pushing. And you're going to have the full thing here, dude. Yes, a couple more, just typos. This is always going to happen. You can see I'm getting all the liquidation data just like I did before now. Now I'm just going to filter it. So 744. See all positions in 744. That's the bot. This is the risk metrics, 137. So let's go check out 137 here and see if we can just figure it out real quick. 137, n.get prices, current prices. It would be 137. It looks like current prices, n.coin. I should look more though. I should look deeper. Ask bid, current price, response.json. Ask bid here. I don't know actually. So this is where I can just use AI. Can you see what this error is and fix it, please? For coin and unique coins. Oh, it's doing it in the nice funks. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for doing that in your ear, dude. Let's go to the ask bid here because it looks like I got an error in my ask bid. And that's in the nice funky funks. Nice funks here. I'm going to reject this. API.hyperliquid L2 book needs to be capitalized. My bad. My bad, fam. My bad. See all positions, just run it back. See if we got past that. Nice. We're getting the symbols. We're getting, okay, great, great, great. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're getting closer. Let's go to 190 now. This is the name of the game. 190 here. Ag display was shown before. So aggregated. On 190, ag display is referenced before assignment. Okay, I see what's going on though. I gotta change this line a little bit, so I'm just gonna do it the easy way. It's changed now. And I think I'll probably have to do the same thing. No, I think that should be fine. Okay, let's run it. Okay, we're getting closer. We can see the yellow ones. That means they're a big position. So 2, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Let's go check out 2, 3, 4 here. Might be something obvious. Oh, I did the same thing. It's the same thing. But is it the same code? I need to zoom out. So 234 was the same as black on cyan here. I'm just gonna fix this code real quick. So it should be this. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so cool. We're moving, dude. So operation type here. So 110 here. But that's position. See all positions. 733, 276. Yeah, so it's on line 276. So we're working our way through slowly but surely. 276 equals. You probably saw that before me, B. But that's that beautiful thing I code you see. I code you see. You see everything, B. NFA is not a thing, huh? Okay. 295, 595. 595. Oh, we made a big jump there. That's a big jump, dude. 595. 5. Okay, NFA is not a thing, huh? I just didn't add it there, dude. That's all. See, we work through these bugs so easily. So greasy, so greasy, so greasy. Okay, it completed. Look at that, dude. If you want a part 2, please do let me know. Say part 2 or something below, dude. You know, this is the first step to being able to build a short bot that can actually see the market and see where people are going to get liquidated. So if it can see where people are going to get liquidated, it can trade more appropriately. For example, if it sees right now there's 5 millions of long liquidations here in 2% move, and there's only 254,000 in shorts, does that mean that the market makers are going to push towards the long liquidations? Maybe. But that's where your mind comes in mind. So the first step of anything is research. Remember, research, strategies, ideas, backtest. Backtest to see if those ideas work. Okay, I've been backtesting. I've been collecting data, dude. So now I'm building. And this is a bot that can safely short. But like I said at the start here, dude, it might take some longs along the way. Why? Because it might see these imbalances change. This is just one idea. And the funny thing about trading is you and I could look at the same data and come out with different conclusions. So if you want to see a part 2 to this, just let me know below. Say part 2, Moondev. I love part 1. This is what I'm going to build off this. This is my idea. Tell me your idea and I'll keep telling you mine. I'll give you all the code, dude, every single day. Much love to you. I believe you can do anything in this world, dude. 777. Short crypto to zero with a trading bot. A safer way. Still not extremely safe, of course. I've been through multiple bull and bear markets and I've shown over 1,667 hours of tutorials of building trading bots here live on YouTube. So price go up, price go down. I'm building bots no matter what. I'm not here to call a direction of the market. My systems are built to extract profits from any market, up or down. But I have a ton of people asking, Moon, how do I short with a bot? Well, you actually short a similar way as longing. It's just the opposite. Now, if you're staring at the screen, it's going to be hard to do. This might be a bottom signal in itself with so many people asking, Moon, how do I short? How do I short? How do I build a bot for shorting safely? It's never going to be safe if you're going to use too much leverage. I'll tell you that much right now. If you're using too much leverage, you're ghost, whether it's with a bot or whether it's by hand. Please be careful out there. I don't want to stare at these charts all day. I don't want to guess directions. You don't either. It's too emotional. If my systems say short, then I short. Today, I'm going to show you a safer way to do this. And you might be surprised because this bot that I'm building today actually longs as well. You see, I have my AI agents here working while I'm working because if I'm working, they're working. Of course, this is not financial advice and it never has been and never will. Never will be. I will keep trucking along every single day, building the systems that I want to build. And I'll show you everything. But this is on you. It's not financial advice. You have to build what you think is going to work for you. Hopefully this sparks an idea, but I'm going to show you all the code here today. So if you stick around for this short video, I'm going to show you step by step how to build a trading bot. And I'm going to put it on GitHub, dude. Right here. Moondev, not that one. Right here, dude. Short crypto to zero trading bot. You can Google that. There's nothing in there yet, but I'm going to put it all in there. Now, we're going to build some tools. I have this tweet up here of this guy who's a pretty solid trader I've been following for a while. If you still hold any crypto, I'd be running as fast as I effing could to sell it. A video on why the Bitcoin relief rally is over and how this is your opportunity to sell before your alts go to zero. From someone who publicly sold the top of this cycle. Okay, I watched him sell the top of the cycle. Fire, fire, fire. Again, I don't know what you're thinking here. I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm just building. I'm building for both directions always, 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 always. Here's another little thing that popped up on my radar a couple of weeks ago. The ETH Foundation has 100,000 Ethereum.
Right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is